Hi, in this video we're going through how to get gold in the GTA 5 mission Eye in the Sky, where we'll check out the latest in Los Santos Polices' egregious anti-privacy tools. Hi and welcome back, my name's Dan and I'm an old, grumpy gamer. Grand Theft Auto is a truly massive game. Between GTA 5 and the constant updates from Rockstar for GTA Online, there's no shortage of new content and interesting things to do. Join me then in our continuing series, Getting Gold in Every Damn Mission in GTA 5, as we take a look at the Grand Theft Auto mission, Eye in the Sky. And don't forget to hang about until the end so you can catch our bonus tips on how to hit every goal first time. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, we do how-to guides, news, and giveaways. So consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay up to date. Getting gold in this mission is a lot of fun, but it can get very tedious if you're not careful with the car or you have trouble shaking the cops. To get gold in this one, we'll need to listen in on 3 conversations, find Chad first go, and deliver the car relatively unscathed. There's no time limit on this one, so we can take an extra moment to enjoy the cutscenes and really take our time tracking down Chad and invading some privacy. Let's pick it up at the end of the first cutscene. Great, so we're prompted to swap to Trevor. So we'll just jump up to the chopper there. Excellent. And point the camera at Franklin. Now you'll get some controls up the top left there, so it's important to pay attention to those. Great, and we can now see, yep, there's Franklin locked on. And public exposure, there you go. Apparently he has a long butt. Okay, so you do have some control over the helicopter. You can point the camera and it will go in that general direction. Although you're not flying it, it does give you some basic information. So we're heading towards the buildings. Here we go. And just to get a bit of a head start there. Okay, so the arrows have pointed out that we need to go towards the blue markers there. So we just bring those into screen and then the chopper will fly roughly in that direction. So we'll start with the first 3 here, and I think we're probably going to want to go to the bottom left one. We'll see. Here we go, there's the first one. Okay, so use the controls displayed up the top left there to zoom in and then listen in on this conversation. We want to get a good 5-10 seconds worth at least so that we can register that as a conversation we have listened in on for the game's purposes. All right, we'll give him a quick scan. He's identified and surprisingly enough, a courier that goes quickly. Okay, so the next 3 arrows we want to zoom in on. Same conversation, but that's all right. We'll start with this young lady here. So listen in again. There we go. We've got the conversation. Then once we've had a bit of a listen, we can trigger the recognition. There we go. Okay, tax evasion. All right, and then these 2 gentlemen up here who are going at it. Presumably over the young lady on the right. Now, not much point listening into too much more because this is all the same conversation. Okay, so we'll get some more over to the right here, sort of heading towards the east. And they'll pop up soon. There we go. Right around. Completely the wrong way. That's all right. So that's our boy Chad on the left. So let's scan these people on the right here. All right, got the conversation now. And we'll give him a quick scan. And I suspect this is not going to end well for one of the people up at the top there. Okay, so we'll scan him. Got him. And the next one. Did we catch him? Yep. Loitering with intent. There you go. And he won't be doing that anymore. Okay, so we want to head to the one across at about the 200 mark there on the left next. And that's a gentleman who is having a good time chatting with himself. Another public exposure. And we'll just hang on to that conversation. Okay, now the fellow with the dog up here. So again, we've got his conversation, so I think that's 3 or 4 now. And then we'll give him a quick scan, so that's all good. All right, and there's our boy Chad. We'll get his friend first though. So again, we'll scan in and listen to the conversation. Make sure we've got that registered. Let's get Chad there as well. Got him. Okay, so now we just have to wait for him to wander back to the car. So zoom out a little bit so we can get a bit of a wider angle. The car's about there-ish, and he'll go down that path there. We'll lose him for a few seconds, but we'll pick him back up. All right, so he's on the move. We'll lose him after the stairs. That's okay. The chopper will swing us back around. And there he is. All right, so he'll take a wander down the terrace and the next set of stairs, and that's the garage that he'll be going into. Great, so that's him opening up now. Franklin will join us in a moment. There he is. And this will end poorly. Okay, so he's run in. He's going to grab the car, and now we need to zoom right out and keep the car in view at all times. Now, Chad has a lot more power than he does talent, and comes unstuck a few times and nearly wrecks himself, not to mention other people, several times during this essentially solo chase. There are some people that really don't deserve cars that nice. Oh, yep, there you go. Another praying he's caused. All right, it heads down this alley. You'll notice that Franklin's all cool, calm, and collected there as well, being the consummate wheelman. He's still going quick, he's still keeping up, but he's not causing pranks along the way. All right, I think we're coming up on the end of Chad's run here. I cannot count. I should go back and count how many accidents he nearly caused and did cause. All right, so he'll come back around and duck down a side alley in a few moments, if I recall correctly. There it goes. And then into the parking structure. And there's Franklin hot on the heels. Okay, so our chopper pilot will bring us in a few moments and introduce us to the infrared or the heat sensor camera for the camera, I guess, which we use on scopes a bit later on for shooting people. All right, so we're on rails at the moment. We can't do much about it. As soon as we get prompted, we can switch on that thermal. There we go. And there's Franklin standing up, so he'll give us a wave once we zoom in. There we go. Okay, so now we need to zoom back out, and Chad is on the left sitting down. There he is, so zoom in on that one. And that's that achievement unlocked as well. Great, so we'll swap over to Franklin. And let's just pull a gun. We can shoot this fella, but there's no need to, so... I mean, he's upset, but you don't need to die for it. Jump in the car and then exit out straight down the ramp there and give Molly a quick bell. All right, now remember to take it easy with the car as well. It's pretty taily. It whips around a fair bit. We just need to make sure that it arrives intact. So before the cops are onto us, we'll just grab the map and set a marker there for the airport where Devon will meet us. So once the cops are on us, we still have a general direction to go to. All right, and we're off. And start following the GPS back until Chad calls the cops and we have to lose them. Right, they're on us. So that's a 2-star warrant. There's no one in the vicinity. So this should be pretty easy to sort out. Plus we have a general direction to go in, so we're not losing time at the very least. Haven't been spotted yet. There's just no one around. There's that one guy and that is it. Okay, I think we're just about clear. There's just a few more up in front here and then that'll be it. There we go, clear. Okay, so now we just follow the yellow marker back to the gates for the warehouse. Alright, hang it right into here. Now we're here on purpose this time with permission so we can just get the gate man to open up for us. Here we go, and Devon Weston's private hangar is on the left hand side there. A few GTs on the right, that'll make a nice getaway code later. And I do love that that's just a straight up stop. You could be doing 150 mile an hour, stops on a dime. Okay, and that after a very protracted cutscene and a lot of monologuing by Devon Weston will be gold. So thanks for watching to the end, and here are my top tips to hit every goal first time. Leave chat's conversation to last so you can be sure at the very least you have the 3 conversations registered with the game. Don't follow the arrows in the car park. This leads to all manner of encounters with idiots in cars. And if you're struggling to get around Los Santos, set a destination marker immediately after leaving the car park so you can head towards the airport while evading the cops. So, what are your thoughts? Do you have any tips for other viewers, or could this have been done differently? Leave your comments down below. Check out the video on the left for the next storyline mission, Cater Libre, or the one on the right for some more old Grumpy Gamer goodness. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.